Now, Alex, tell me about the NBA gambling bust. What happened there, and why is it inspiring some wild conspiracy theories like this one from ESPN pundit Stephen A. Smith, who claimed it was part of Donald Trump's revenge plot and a plan to distract from protests against the president?
Have I said Trump is coming? He's coming. I'm going to say it on national television again. Bad Bunny is performing at the Super Bowl, and all of a sudden you hearing ICE is going to be there, looking to engage in mass deportations. The Super Bowl, disrupting things. Big night for the NBA. Wembanyama put on a show. That has now been smeared because we're talking about this story, okay? Remember, Trump has a long, long history connected to the world of sports because he had those casinos. Where do you think folks were coming half the time? I'm not talking about individuals. I'm talking about the culture.
Whatever. It's hard to keep up with that incoherent rant. It went on for some time longer. He also claimed, Alex, that Donald Trump was going to come for the WNBA next. I mean, that would be the best thing that happened to the WNBA since Caitlin Clark if Donald Trump picked a fight with them.
No, I know the WNBA needs all the publicity they can get. But you know what's so crazy about Stephen A. Smith is that he is the biggest hack journalist that there is. I mean, he's a guy that would tell you the conspiracy theories are dangerous, that he creates a fake conspiracy saying that Donald Trump is targeting NBA players. But see, Rita, this is a big deal because if these players were using rigged cards or, deck shuffling machines that were rigged, or glasses, theoretically, where they knew what the cards were going to come, whenever they were dealt, they were robbing people. And that's a serious crime. And if you're robbing people of hundreds of thousands of dollars, you need to go to jail. I don't care if you're an NBA Hall of Famer. I'm sorry. Using your clout to rob people, is a crime. So I don't think that this was necessarily a political move. I think this is a move to kind of show that these people that, the Donald Trump administration is not going to play around when it comes to defrauding, other millionaires. We're going to protect the people that are most powerful in this country, and, they deserve to be protected. And I know that sounds crazy, but I'm just saying if you're gambling, you take a risk, that you can lose. But if you're being cheated, that's a crime. That's theft. And those NBA players, if that's what they did, they deserve to go to jail.
Well, NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal seems to agree with you. He had a very different take to Stephen A. Smith.
But I know Chauncey, I know Damon very well, played with Damon, so I don't want to sit up here, but I'm ashamed that those guys would put their families and their careers in jeopardy. There's an old saying in the hood, all money ain't good money. So if you're making $9 million and you're dealing in certain things, like how much more do you need? Especially if you know you get caught, you can do jail time, lose your career. Put a bad image on yourself or your family.
That's pretty damning from an NBA legend and someone who knows some of those names personally.
Well, Rita, it's really dark because Terry Rozier, one of the players that is accused of doing this point shaving scandal, he was getting paid for his NBA salary $350,000 per game. That's what he's getting paid per game just for playing in the game. And he was allegedly doing the point shaving scam to make an extra $200,000. So it doesn't make sense that you would risk your entire livelihood and, just like Shaq said, potentially go to jail to make an extra $200,000. And I know times are tough. We all need extra money, but it seems like that he had gotten probably some gambling debt and he might have been repaying debt. And that's why he was forced to do it. So if that is the case, then maybe he does have, a say in court, and he could say that he felt like he was threatened and that he had to do this. But I don't know. That'll all come out in the court case.
Yeah, well, this is why if you're a sporting professional, you've got to be very careful who you associate with and what gambling debts you rack up, because you can put yourself in a very vulnerable position. Now, Alex, I'm going to need you to explain this next clip, which features you mocking members of Antifa.
See, this guy keeps on trying to bunt me every time I walk by. Is he right? Dude, I'm walking down the street. I'm standing here. I'm allowed to get out.
Let him go sideways.
Get out of my... All right, Alex, you need to leave. I'm not leaving, guys. You're trying to get in my way. I'm here on a public street. Get out of my way. Oh my God, guys, I'm so scared. The Antifa, they brought their play guns, their squirt guns. Oh my God, your arts and crafts time. Did this mess up your arts and crafts time? You guys gonna be able to go home and play with your arts and crafts after this? Why is it so tiny?
Alex, these thugs have left journalists seriously injured. I mean, what are you doing there? You only need one of them to act up and it could end in disaster.
No, you're exactly right. And actually, one of the people there was Benjamin Song, who ended up getting arrested for shooting an ICE agent. So that video is, actually a year old. I reposted it. I reposted it because of the Benjamin Song guy. He's in jail right now. So no, it's a serious thing. I can't mess around it, and these guys aren't playing anymore. So no, that's a scary video.
But you're still doing it. I saw footage of you just with the No Kings protest doing the same thing. I'm going to have another word, I think, I don't know, to your girlfriend about how you're going to stay safe.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But the No Kings protest, at least I didn't see any guns. If I would have saw a gun, I would have ran the other way, probably.